Welcome to Power Monday, where your Mondays will never be again. What's up, everybody? Good morning and welcome back to another episode of Power Monday, where your Mondays will never be blue again. As usual, my name is Taufik, and this is your first time tuning in. Power Mondays ERA's original podcast, where we bring in inspiring teammates to share their challenges, their obstacles, and the life lessons learned that have shaped to the person that they are today. So if you guys are looking for your dose of motivation, we're here on Mondays. Catch us on YouTube as well as Spotify. Now, for this episode, we're diving into a conversation about change, the kind that isn't planned, isn't comfortable, and sometimes isn't even our choice. We're talking about what happens when anchors shift, when the journey feels lonely, and when growth requires you to step out of everything you know and familiar with. Our guest today is someone many of you know, not just as a leader, but as someone who has walked through multiple seasons of reinvention, professionally, personally, and internally. She's experienced what it's like to lose stability, rebuild confidence, and choose growth even when the path forward wasn't clear. This is a story about resilience, anchors, faith, and breaking limits, not by force, but by courage. So let's welcome to the Power Monday studio none other than Tuti.
Hello, thank you, Taf, for having me.
Kebing. Salah lagu. Dia yang kepak kebing. In a few years. Okay, so Tuti, for some of us who, first of all, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me. Definitely.
So for some of us who have not known you, have not seen you around, share a bit about before real estate. Take us back to you before real estate. What were you doing and how did you first enter this industry?
Well, it started 15 years ago.
15?
Yeah, 15.
In the industry?
Real estate industry.
What were you doing?
So before that, I was flying.
Oh.
But I was under the regional airlines, right? So mommy says cannot go overseas, so I was in the regional airlines. How it started was because I was already married after my flying days. My wings had to be clipped naturally, right? That's for sure. So when I was at home, I already had 3 children back then, right? 4 and 2 to be specific. So a family member came forward and said, Tuti, what do you want to do next? You know, don't tell me you want to be a homemaker, you know, for the rest of the 10 years and such. So I sat down thinking and probably he was right. Real estate just came with just a glance, basically. You know, I was just searching somewhere in the website and then, real estate. Okay, let's just get my hands on it, right? Of course, it's not easy task, definitely, with 3 children, especially I have twins back then, right? So I had to go for night classes. Right. It was 3 months. Still remember at Buona Vista, met a lot of different individuals, right? Different reasons for joining real estate. Mine was really to be able to, at that moment of time, to sustain, to help, you know, play my part, you know, as the other spouse in the family itself. So when I joined real estate, I passed my exams. Thank goodness for the first paper. It was first time. Second paper, well, not so really lucky. 2 times, but you know, at least I passed, right? So after I passed my exams, that is where, who do I join? You know, the question came about, who do I join? So back then, 15 years ago, my dear viewers, right? Newspapers still exist, right? So, so I flipped the pages and I saw this particular guy that's just putting him as T, right? From a smaller agency. So calling him up, you know what? Can I join? They said, sure. Come on board my team. Little did I know that I was his only team, right? Okay. So he was more specialized in private property. Right. So that itself wasn't really good for me because again, after about 4 years or 5 years about there at home, social media wasn't really my kind of game back then, right? And how do I keep in touch with my friends? We're just, you know, hi, bye kind of thing. I was more focused. I think mothers out there, I think you understand how I feel. You know, we were more focused to the children, so not much there. Right. So I decided, you know what, this was my setback. He was into private property and I really literally had no one to follow back then, right? So when I joined the real estate industry, I thought, okay, maybe this can change my life. At that point of time, unfortunately, it wasn't for me, right? Yeah, but I didn't give up my license, right? So fast forward, moving on, thereafter, I decided to join into the hotel industry. My only pure intentions was to make more friends.
I see.
Yeah, network. To grow my network. Yeah. Correct. So that was my main aim, and I believe, truly believe that it will come to its worth. It will be worthy when the time comes, correct. And it did. You know, once I I came back to the industry after I had my fourth child. I decided I think it was in 2018. I decided, you know what, I'm going to come back to the real estate industry.
So how long was it in the hotel industry?
About 7 years.
Okay.
So that's where I bought my network.
Less than a year at your first run in real estate, is it?
I think it was about 2 years. Sorry, 2 years.
2 years, 7 years hotel.
Correct. Because I did, I get my hands wet on trying to find the sweet spot of real estate, but it wasn't there. It just wasn't there. Right. So unfortunately, it wasn't there for me, and then that's why I moved forward. And then I went into real estate industry for real. After I had my fourth child, which is about 2018. Then as COVID strike, that kind of thing. To get a bit more in-depth on how I get into real estate in ERE specifically, right? Because I only joined 2 agencies, so that was my smaller one. I decided, you know what, time to move on. This is a bit funny because when I decided to call my ex-RES classmate and say, hey, I want to join you. He said, okay, come on board. So the moment I joined ERE, he left ERE. Like, okay. I mean, it's just my luck, right? So I was attending a CPD class, and then my then mentor, he was in the same CPD class. I thought he was a Chinese guy, that kind of thing. But he was like, which team are you from? I didn't know what to answer because I didn't know. Right. So I was a freshie in ERE. So I was really just lost. So I came as a lost agent. Okay, definitely a very lost one. He said, why not join my team? And that year itself, they allowed changes to be done internally, and that was again my luck. I think my luck just changed after that. That's where I moved forward, building to be his first few team members in the team, and then that's where I really saw how real estate could really sustain myself. I do not need to be how do you say, to be in a very 24 hours, not 24 hours, but on a 12-hour shift kind of hotel industry, because it can get really hard. So I think the hoteliers out there, I think you understand what I feel as well. So very demanding. So this is where you get to balance your life between the families, your friends, as well as your industry, your career itself.
Interesting. So before we actually get into the nitty-gritty,
and it's not easy, that's for sure.
So from your experience itself, a kind of a roller coaster. So looking back now, what kind of person were you when you first started compared to who you are today?
Okay, back in the past, I would say I was a bit more softer.
Oh.
Yeah, you can see I'm a bit feminine, but but the thing is that when I say the softer side, right, I do have my bad times, For instance, let me get you back to one of the instances where I had this, what do you call it, an encounter, right, where this makcik, just put it as a makcik, she said, why can't you get a higher price? Why can't you get a higher price for my rental? Then I remember, I was like, alamak, I cannot scolded, I can't scolded by my client, it was back in the past. So
was that your first time?
I think it was my first few rentals and transactions. So honestly, right, Taufik, you know what I did? I cried. Really, I really cried. This one's a little small kid. I just cried. So
like in front of...
No. I went back and I was like, why can't I scold it? That kind of thing. That was my setback. And then I asked myself, was I too lembik? In Malay, lembik is soft too soft, right? So at that point in time, it was a self-reflection, right? How do I go forward, right? I learned to read the personalities or the profiles of my clients, right? If they are a bit firmer, then okay, fine. They're a bit garang but more fierce, then I'll be, that sort of like a firm kind of agent. But of course, if we are dealing with someone who's a bit on the softer side, we come to their level and be a bit more of a softer approach. So that's where it changed me. How do I read different profiles of my different clients? Because each client, I truly believe they are different in a lot of ways. The transaction can be the same. Selling, buying, upgrading, right sizing, Club 55, yes, but again, it boils down to their characters. How do we manage to go through that trench of debunking of what that true character of the client is? So that makes me different from the past, where I just okay, I look here, I just get into it straight away. I don't do profiling.
No background.
Correct, no background checks. Not background checks. That's a bit different, really.
No homework.
Yeah, no homework.
Right.
So again, that makes me a stronger person and makes me more of a credible agent, right? Where you are able to really relate to your clients much better in that kind of level, in that sense.
Right.
Yeah.
So early on, you mentioned when you started back with us, you had a strong leader and a support system around you, right? So what did that stability mean to you at that stage, where the first time you joined, there was only one,
Correct.
and the second time you come back to a team, that person left. So
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
So at that point of time, when you had a leader that stayed for a bit and then a support system, what did that mean to you?
Really, what stability meant to me that back then was having someone that got your back, really. Someone to rely on,
Right?
like someone to lean on, right? My back then, my mentor was doing that definitely when we were a smaller team. So I was the second person to join his team, and I was the second person. That's why I was really. Later we get to that part, emotional though. But yeah, so what I really wanted was for stability is to someone to not really, like spoon feed, more of to lead us in such a way where, hey, let's do this together. I'm in the same boat with you. Right? So let us do it together. If I can do it, why not you? That is my sense of stability. That is what my then mentor did exactly. We went door knocking. We went for Ramadan kind of bazaars, and that's where we do our own talks and such. So he showed me the ropes, definitely. That really got my real character out, where I thought, I was actually a people kind of person.
Right.
Yeah, but it just took a little bit more pushing to really get me into my comfortable, my comfort zone. My comfort zone. So that really pushed me a lot. So stability, that is what it means to me. Having someone that really got your back every single time.
Yeah.
No matter the low or the high season, definitely.
And that person became an anchor. So
Yes,
not anchor to
correct.
hold you down, but an anchor for you to
Correct.
to hold on.
Hold on to in order for you to float.
Yes.
Yeah, correct.
And then life happens.
Yes, life happens.
Things move forward, years go by, like we're already in 2026, what the hell, right?
Yep.
So when that anchor shifted and things changed, what was the hardest part emotionally first?
OMG, that was happened. Yeah, that was the first thought. I was like, oh my goodness, what I'm gonna do now? Which direction do I go to?
That will be your third time already.
Oh,
Right.
yes.
Third time,
Now that you pointed out, yes, third time already.
third time of
correct.
being lost.
Yeah, correct.
and
So
not
this
found.
time round, I mean, loss is loss, but in a loss, but in a much more, I have a direction kind of loss way.
Yeah.
Like, who do I really want to look up to? Or does it mean if I follow this person means I can go further? Or is it really just based on myself as a character, on my own character, where I want to go?
Right.
So emotionally, I was really, out of all honesty, I was really just sitting on the fence. Where should I go?
Yeah.
Because I have my partner, my business partner, Istika. He has really been my right man wing for my whole my whole high season, basically, because he was the reason that really taught me that you shouldn't be alone. You wouldn't be alone, there's always an option, of different ways and alleys to go to rise up as one. So back to the emotional part,
Yeah.
I was a bit taken back, definitely. I think what made my decision easier was, if my self-worthiness is not recognized, then I think I'll stay put and see that it is recognized. I'm going to do that. Definitely. Okay?
Period.
Yeah. So, I'm not going to change or jump ship just because someone said, hey, let's go to that direction. I think that's a better island out there. No. Honestly, it's up to yourself how you see it, right? And the people around you. I was really blessed that I have people like KJ, right? Like Elvin, right? Elvin Lim. These are the people that I look up to during my days as well. When the then theme was a bit expanding, and you won't get the attention that you get back in the past, where you have to really just saw on your own. So that made my decision a bit more easier to just stay put and hey, ERE is the best, man. So what's there that it is not to offer here. So I was really comfortable here already. So why jump ship when you're so comfortable here and you know that you have a lot of things better ahead for you in this in this agency itself. Yeah.
And comfortable does not necessarily mean a bad thing. Some people think that you are too comfortable.
Oh no, it's not stagnant, guys. It's not that.
It's what you do with it. It's what you do with your comfortability. It's not why you are so comfortable.
Correct.
It's what you do with your comfortability.
Someone can give you a whole bunch of basket, right? And you see the things and you can just stay put and do nothing about it. Unless you rip out that basket and say, hey, this one, I can do something with it.
Right.
Go further than that. So I think this is where I see ERA as my my future, definitely. Forever and ever. Yeah, hopefully. Definitely where they really give opportunities for you to grow.
Right.
And help is needed, help is given everywhere, right? It's just about yourself, whether you want to step forward or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Personally, I think you have, of the many agents I've talked to, I think you have gone through a lot of lonely,
oh God, yes.
lonely career decision-making path, right? So when did that reality really hit you? Was it the first time when you joined the very first team?
I would
Or
say...
did it feel more lonely now?
Now, no.
The different of
definitely.
loneliness will be different.
Correct.
Right? The first time lonely is because you're lonely, you literally jumping into in blind.
Right,
the
right.
second lonely is more towards, I guess, your direction, your achievements, your level up, I guess, maybe.
My level up. I guess, I would say by now, if you say about loneliness itself, right? Back in the past, it was more of I don't know which direction to go. No one to hold my hand, no one to really lean on, that kind of thing. So the second loneliness was when, my then mentor left, right? So the direction was really unclear, right? What should I do the next? Will I want to be a leader and all that? It was my business partner who actually said, you know what, Tuti, you have so much potential, but you don't see it yourself. So that's when your self-esteem just, you don't see it yourself. Sometimes you need someone to tell you, you should do it because you have it. But again, back at that time, I was so, the encouragement wasn't there. So this is where I see my importance, where if I were to have a new team, right, and which I have already, right, and growing, it's more of, I need to leverage and rely on my team members to tell me, Tuti, you can go further than this. And likewise, I'll do the same. It's not an I kind of game anymore. It's more of like we.
Correct.
And everyone has something to bring to the table, definitely. It's just about how you see it, right? Loneliness, no. I thought I was lonely. No, I have my business partner. I have KJ, I have Alvin Lim. I have all my other teammates around in my own division to make things happen. Even if they are not in my own division, friends like, Rizdian and all that, they are someone that we can just, even in ERA hub itself, right, APAC, it's just like, okay, we say hi to each other. And then we talk, we exchange ideas, we bounce ideas. It does not mean that you're the same division. You have to keep to your own division.
Right.
You have to venture out, talk to people, and see what you can learn from them. And that's where it makes you much more stronger as you are right now.
And Rizjan is a very interesting man.
Yes, he is a very I'm sure he is.
Catch episode, season 1. Right. So obviously, these are the doubts and the internal limits that you have felt creeping in when that pivotal moment changed, because that person that felt you went to door knocking together, being anchor, that
been
person
through
was
a lot,
gone.
definitely.
But what was the trigger point of the moment realization that actually you can find the anchor within yourself as well? And that's like the most important thing, actually.
It was when my then mentor left.
Literally, you kind of like boom.
Yes, I was like, you know what? I actually can do it, man. Not do it on my own lah, but I can.
It's like, because sometimes when you have, like say, the first 2 times you didn't have that constant someone, right? And then when you had that constant someone, you kind of rely, quote unquote, or lean more towards them, because now you have something that you've been craving for.
Right.
And not craving for lah, you have something that you've been yearning for.
Yes.
You needed this in your career. And then when that person shifted or left, then suddenly it's absent. And then you don't realize that actually yourself is important.
So this is where I see what I learned from my then mentor is this. You have to really sort of not see yourself as, how do you say it?
As
People relying on you,
Yeah.
right? It's really how the strategy or what you bring to the team.
Right.
Like if you have your strategies to bring correctly, right, the team will run with or without you. Right, so you don't have to rely on that person. So this is where I learned from that itself, and that made me realize, you know what, I'm gonna change that mind concept, and that is how I'm gonna lead the team or my team rather, where I will set up a strategy, SOPs and such, where people can follow, with or without me, it will run. Yeah, so it'll be much of a, hey, you don't have to rely on Tuti all the time. You
Right.
just have to rely on our team to do it right.
And most important, to give up on yourself.
Yeah. Oh yes.
Trust
Don't give
yourself.
up. Correct.
You actually can do more than what you think you can.
Yes, that is a constant reminder for me every day. That, you know, all this like what we are doing now, right? Breaking the limits.
Yeah.
Right?
Breaking limits every day.
Correct.
Yeah.
So it's really how you kind of venture yourself to you know, on charted waters, where you really feel that, oh, this might be, you know, is there something that is blocking my way? Just go forward, move off, and see what is really truly there. If it's not your kind of thing, move on, go another way, right? So this is where my loneliness came in. I decided, you know, loneliness, had enough of it. I decided to have, you know, okay, straight towards my night in Shining Armor came, my business partner, his car came, and we worked like how is it?
Machine.
Like it's like you have this and this. Strength, put it together, kaboom. Yeah, so it's been working well for me. Yeah, so what I'm trying to say is that different strategies or different kind of approach really depends on yourself.
Yeah.
What I want is that, you know, for those who are feeling lost, or, you know, for those viewers who think that, you know, does this work out for me, or maybe I should try another pathway. It might be the correct one for you.
Yeah.
Right. So different things are different, meant for different people, individuals itself.
Right. And eventually, like you mentioned, you met new anchors, leaders,
yes.
mentors, other teammates, other teammates from the division.
Correct.
So in that, I guess, made you open yourself up again
Definitely.
to a better future, to more positive outlook lah.
It makes you a better person of your own character. You magnify your own character, and then you get the best of it.
Yeah. So how did those relationships change the way you saw leadership and growth? Because then after that you joined LDB.
Yes. I believe that, you know, it was time for me to lead. Right. A lot of doubts in myself back then, like, am I really ready to be a leader?
Right.
You know. But again, I've KJ telling me, Tuti, it's time for you to lead. It's time for you to have your own team. You know, no more your lonely self. No more just Tuti Z itself. It has to be Tuti Z and partners itself.
Yes.
So that's where
Z, A, B, C, D, E, F,
two teas, two coffees, and whatever you guys need. Yeah. So that is where it kind of expanded myself. Yeah.
So all of this, I guess, limits. I think from our conversation, most of these limits and obstacles are all self-imposed and not really external if you really think about it, right? So you've gone through all these deeply personal experiences that strengthen you internally. How important was faith or reflection during those moments?
Of course, being a Muslim, right? So again, having faith really comes back to your own, each individual religion as well. I believe each religion has its own beliefs, definitely. So for ours, it's more of, you know, I had a trip for Umrah, right, the mini Hajj. So that really calmed me down and see my direction of life a bit more clearer. Like, am I doing this for myself, for my family, or is it really just for the fame? Or, you know, what kind of agent do I want to be? Do I want to be a loud one? Nah, I don't think so. That's the one for me. Right? So I want someone to be an agent that, you know, when when your downlines come out to you, hey, I'm successful because of her. So this is where you raise by rising others, right? So again, so this is where it's more of, you have to have that mentality all the way, that you want to build this certain individual up. It's quality over quantity. That's what I believe. So if you can shape that person up, that person will pay it forth. And that's where my faith, I think, it really believes. I believe in molding others. If I can do that, then that would be really a successful in Malaysia dunia and akhirat lah, definitely. Yeah.
And then with that, maybe shed a light a bit. How do you balance showing strength while still being human, not just as leader, but as a mother as well?
Well, it was tough, definitely.
Yeah.
Very tough. I know a lot of people say, oh, you have flexibility being an agent and all that. But I hear you mummies as well, It's not easy, being a mother as well as an agent, doing a lot of any other ad hocs as well. So
right.
I think it's more of making them understand what you're going through, right? For me, for now, it's like bring my little one sometimes to ERA. Let her understand what you're going through. What is mommy doing? Once they have a glimpse of what you are facing, they'll be like interested to know what you're doing, and they'll be more understanding towards it.
Right.
So juggling, it took me a few years to understand how the perfect formula works, and it got me to this. So as they grow older, right? As they grow older, they will probably be more mature and understand what you're going through. So balancing is really just about, again, self-discipline, about organizing your timing really well. So again, nothing goes well all the time. You have your up moments and down moments. So what I can probably give an advice for all mommies out there is try to find someone you can lean on. Always that second person can bring you up or help you, because you're never in this alone in the first place. There's always someone out there for you to rely on as well.
Yeah. So when you set up something new, like a new team, a new base, a new direction, what is not a small feat, right? It takes a lot of courage. So what does breaking limits look like for you moving forward with the current circumstances you are in now?
Okay, breaking limits is more of not being in my comfort zone, I guess. So my comfort zone is just got clients, referral, because I'm playing the referral games, right? I think it's not wise to do that. I just went for the LDP, right? So the sky's the limit, Doesn't mean you have this in your basket means it's enough. You need to go further and further than that, right? And how do you do that? I guess if you have two keys in your hands, right? One key is going towards one key is for your real estate, like going for classes, for HDB classes or residential and such. The other key is for people. If you have this, when I say the key for people, right, it's more of your character key. So once you have your character key and you build your character in a sense where you are a people person, where you get to relate to a lot of people very well, your clients especially, right? This will bring you referral.
Right.
Not that you can be a smart agent, for all everyone cares, but if you do not have the other key of a people key person, then character person, then it's not really gonna bring you a lot of referrals. You are forever gonna find new people all the time.
Correct.
Right? So you have both keys in your pocket. I think that was a successful key or formula towards
formula.
it. So from what I learned from other people is you need to have both keys. People, character key, and of course the keys of information. You need to get yourself updated all the time.
Right.
Yeah, both keys in your hands, in your pockets, you're good.
So speaking of baskets,
we are not baskets yet.
Speaking of baskets, we're going to shift to a new segment for this season. It's called Power Basket. So in front of you, there's a basket, which she thought was mochi.
Yes.
But actually inside there's a series of roll-up questions, some serious, some funny, quirky. So just take, very spontaneous, just take one question, read it out and then answer, and then don't put it back in the basket.
Okay. Oh my goodness, it's like
dun, dun, dun,
RES exam again. Oh, this question is really funny.
Really?
If you had to eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
See, in the Malay community, our lauk has so much lemak. It's impossible to choose one.
Exactly.
Lemak cili padi, ayam masak lemak, nasi lemak. Oh,
but
see, even Marcus knows all the food.
But you see, can it be? It has to be food, because I'm not really a foodie person. Boring.
Can tell.
Boring, right?
Okay. Then kueh snack. I don't know.
Okay,
munch
don't
on.
laugh, okay, guys.
Okay.
But it's it's bubble tea. Bubble tea.
Why are you so surprised? You order bubble tea every now and then.
No, but I love the new choo oolong choo from Koi.
Branding sponsor?
Choo choo.
Koi, if you're listening,
Then we have another one from Koi.
I can drink it every day. Yeah, for the rest of my life, I don't need anything else.
Really?
Yes.
Bubble tea.
Really, bubble tea.
Would you recommend that to your kids?
Oh God!
Honestly, no?
But it's a healthy version. It's
Is
a
it?
chrysanthemum with honey tea. You see?
Is it?
See how bubble tea has evolved? Like how we must evolve as agents. Is it?
with pearls.
No, it's with the choo oolong.
What's choo-choo
Oh,
oolong?
Taufik, you have not tasted it. Okay, we're gonna buy one for Taufik later.
Yes, I love this episode so All right. Okay, so coming back to on a serious note,
Sure.
if you could speak to someone who feels stuck or alone right now, what would you say to them?
You're not alone. Okay, that is a fact. Okay, try different avenues. Like I said, talk to any other person in the industry. It doesn't mean that you're in the same division, you don't talk to them. Go talk to them. They are so friendly, right? Learn from them. See where life takes them,
Right.
and then learn from it.
Right.
Right. All this take how our first Prime Minister Lee Kuan Yew said, you take a lot of examples from other countries, right?
Yeah.
And then you build it.
Oh.
Yeah, you make it your own. Make your own Singapore,
Interesting
right? So you make your own self.
Right.
You take all the positive sides from any other person, and then you build it yourself. You don't have to watch TikTok and say, "Hey, this agent is better than me." Nah, you will have that in you.
Correct.
Trust me. All right. You have a soft agent, or strong agent. It doesn't matter. You are gonna build your own character. Just have that character key in you, and you will go far. Trust me. And if you're feeling very lonely, lost, very upset with yourself, three things that you have to write down in any other. Okay, three things that you just have to look forward to every day. That's what I do. Three things. What I want to manifest in my head. Do I want to be the next millionaire? Right? It's something like that. Right? So my goal at that time was to be able to achieve a diamond instead, right? And I achieved it. Alhamdulillah. So I did it. So the next one, I need to go further and further and push myself even further, plush and whatsoever that, right? So these are things that I really appreciate in RA, where they really do motivational kind of achievements in you. So don't worry. If you have no one to talk to, you can talk to me as well, okay?
Yeah.
I'll be there. I'll be there.
I'll come on this podcast. Then talk to me.
Yes, talk to Taufik, okay? Then offer him a bubble tea with oolong choo-choo, okay?
All right. Yes, I'm all right. All right. So there you have it, guys. This conversation reminds us that breaking limits isn't always about doing more. Sometimes it's about letting go. Sometimes it's about finding new anchors. And sometimes it's simply about standing back up even when life knocks the wind out of you. To everyone listening today, if you're in a season of uncertainty, know this, you are not weak for feeling lost. You are becoming stronger by choosing to continue. Breaking limits doesn't mean life gets easier. It means you get stronger, wiser, and more grounded through it. Tuti, thank you so much for your honesty, your courage, and trusting us with your story. It has been a pleasure to have you in the studio. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. If you enjoyed this episode, please continue to follow us on Spotify and catch us on YouTube. Until next time, keep pushing forward. Stay empowered as continue to rise by raising others. And remember, your Mondays will never have to be blue again. It's been Tuti and Taufik. Have a great week, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Welcome to Power Monday, where your Mondays will never be blue again.